ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. This evening, we've got a matchup out of the NL Central Division between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Buccos enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Chris Archer gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
In is Joey Votto now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Joey Votto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now look out as that runs in and gets him. And a very interesting start to this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
In now, Eugenio Suarez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Archer has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games, the kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this in a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often. You need at least one or two guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
3-0 to him now. Here it is, the 3-0. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do by any umpire, Matt. Warn both sides and put them on notice that they're not going to put up with anything going forward in this game. It does put some added pressure on the pitchers to be accurate when they're pitching inside, because even a mistake could lead to an ejection now, but that's just the way it has to be.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he nails his third consecutive batter. Get him out of here. And that hit batsman may be the one that breaks the camel's back. I have a feeling the home plate umpire's seen enough of our starter, and indeed he has. He's ejected him from the ball game, and really I can't blame him.
No, Matt, that's pretty much automatic. With a warning already issued, anything that comes in that tight is going to be treated with zero tolerance. That's just the way it works, and now the bullpen is going to have to pick up the slack.
Ken Forrest will come into the game now and take over following the ejection.
Number 20, Ken Forrest.
Yasiel Puig will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. He's set. Here it comes. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Votto, the runner at third. Suarez over at second. Winker at first with no outs. And low and inside with a fastball as he's got to hot-foot it out of there.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. He'll come to the plate with it. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game. Here it is, the 3-0. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Kyle Crick will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. Derek Dietrich will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Once more, a throw over, being especially careful here. And again a throw, and he's back in standing. First pitch coming, here it is. Oh, he needed to get ahead, and he does with the fastball. It's 0-1.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Here's the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, there's no doubt they really need Joey Votto to bust out big time. He's had a tough time on the road. Sometimes you can't explain this stuff, but he's hit under 250 for the season on the road, and that's something that he definitely has to improve on.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher.
And this one gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Joe Musgrove will come into the game now and take over following the ejection.
Number 59. Joe.
Now in the box, Scott Shipler. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. As a look, now the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. 2 out, bases loaded. Look out, 2-0 now. And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. He'll throw home with it, and he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, there's usually a good reason for it. They're already down, and then he lets this one get away from him. They better keep them within striking distance, or this thing is going to get lopsided in a hurry.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Trevor Williams will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. Tyler Mahle will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.